of the shoulder here. I squeezed the water bottle and spewed blood. I think I might have reached somebody in the front row, I don't know. But from then on, it was just like, where can we do this effect again? And why sit there and use a water bottle? Let's do pressurization in a fire extinguisher. So we started stealing fire extinguishers from the VCU campus. And that's the way we've been doing it ever since. Just getting bigger and bigger canisters to pressurize and shoot spirit.
It was just a cornucopia of body fluids spraying all over the audience. I was like, you can't do that. You can do that? It was like very cathartic. It was just like, oh my God, I had a grin on my face the whole time.
When you go to a GWAR show in 90 minutes, you're gonna get to see everyone you hated that year get killed. You get to see a lot of the evil in the world. You get the comeuppance.
If there was somebody who wanted to go see a GWAR show and they didn't know anything about them, I would just say, I'd give him a new t-shirt, and I'd say, this is just what everyone does. I just watch him as he just gets pelted with cum and blood and various combinations of the two.
I don't want to consider myself some sort of dandy, but I might be the guy who, like, when you're like, hey, you like GWAR? I'm like, oh yeah, for sure. They're like, do you want to go see GWAR and stand right up close? I don't know. I don't know if I do.
One time we played the Tabernacle, and the club was like so apologetic, like, you can't set up for another couple hours because we're still cleaning up the blood from the GWAR show last night. They make a mess. You figure if you're going to do a show, you put on a show.
GWAR in the early days had these international harvester school buses that they traveled in.
We tore all the seats out. So you go in and there's two couches facing each other, and that's where you hang out. And then there was a plywood loft, and there was the upper sleeping and the lower sleeping.
We just all slept in there like dogs, you know, like just animals herded together.
We painted the school bus. It was just covered in graffiti. The top of it said Ed Gein's mom's car on it. And so we would get pulled over a lot.
The damn thing only went 55 miles an hour because it had a governor on it because it was a school bus. And it was like the Partridge Family on acid rolling down the road, always getting hassled by cops like, what the hell is this? At least in the second school bus, you could take a piss. We built like this little cubby hole in the back with a door. I opened the door to think there's gonna be some sort of like toilet there. Nothing. It's just a fucking oil funnel cone with a hose that goes to a hole in the floor. And we just piss it in a cone and you can look out the back window and just see like all your urine like hit whatever car. I'm just watching like the whole family and kids in the car. Windshield wipers come on and it's just our urine. Those are the school bus days.
The fact that they were able to play that well while wearing all that stuff is something that really doesn't get talked about a lot because those guys could shred. They were phenomenal musicians. It takes a lot to be able to play music like that, not to mention being covered in sticky blood.
The thing that GWAR musically has to fight against is how amazing it is aesthetically. And gimmick is not even close to a strong enough word to describe what GWAR is. GWAR is what they are. It's beyond gimmick.
I don't know why a lot of people think that having a sense of humor does not go along with rocking. You know, I think the two can coexist peacefully, but it doesn't work if there's not skill and talent to back it up. GWAR's got the talent, and everything else is just icing.
Everybody in GWAR can fucking shred. Maybe it's a joke in the packaging, but the musicianship is very sincere. So, the ultimate joke of GWAR is that they're good. That's the joke.
If you enjoy the music of Barry Manilow, Liberace, or the Bee Gees, then you're going to hate GWAR.
Their name is GWAR.
GWAR, the band from hell.
That band, GWAR, has got to be the raunchiest, most rocky band. They are the worst.
Your act has been described as obscene and disgusting. What do you say to that?
Very accurate.
Oh, this is one of the best ones. Okay, I'm reading this. To growl GRAWL. I'm a highly concerned Catholic Christian who watched your video cassette, Tour de Scum. I've seen many horror shows in my lifetime, but nothing compared to what I saw at Tour de Scum. I, all caps, wanted to puke! You creatures have the morality of cannibalistic psychotics. In conclusion, you need to change your attitudes toward the human race. Believe it or not, there are some good people on the planet too. God help all of you.
Yeah, Fast and Wonderland gets nominated for a Grammy, and we're just all thinking, man, somebody really fucked up. Like somebody's losing their job.
To this day, we don't understand how the Grammys work because it's like Annie Lennox and MC Hammer and GWAR.
I remember Hunter came in and was he was really matter of fact about it. It wasn't like, man, we got nominated for a Grammy. It was like, nominated for a Grammy. Just a Grammy.
We are gathered here in this great hall of justice to prove that this alleged fish is actually a penis.
The president of that organization was not amused. He did not like us at all. We had to take the picture, and we were like, you know, man, that's just who we are in character. And he's like, yeah, whatever. You know, like the dude was angry.
We were invited out to LA to go to the awards ceremony, but we were specifically told, do not bring the costumes. Like, oh yeah, sure.
Black was the color of choice for most, but not all.
We're in costume, so of course I immediately go up and harass Shaka Khan. I'm just like, Shaka Khan, I was like, you Earth girls are making me hot. And immediately her guy there was just like, out of the way, kid.
So we lasted about 15 minutes in the lobby of the Grammys and like spilled a drink on Lita Ford, and then we got kicked out. We went back and put our tuxes back on, sat quietly in the audience, and it was pretty boring the rest of the time. Except for the parties afterwards. Those were fun.
We went to a Warner Brothers party after. I did meet Madonna that night. I hung out with the Chili Peppers that night. And I got to hold a banana up to my crotch, and George Clinton ate it at the party. That was a crowning moment. It was nuts. And GWAR had no business being here.
Divided by the attention, not to mention the affection.
No matter how you gussy GWAR up, and no matter what award you give it, it's always going to be exactly what it is, which is this warty little D&D playing snot-nosed kid that is, you know, like that's what GWAR is, man. It's just geeky, and it's wonderful in that way. But like, we didn't fit in at the Grammys.